How's it going, YouTube? Got Mater here. Say I got Lorna out there. Got Renegade, Randy. How y'all doing tonight? Hopefully y'all doing a lot better than I am. Hopefully y'all feeling a lot better. Randy, how y'all doing tonight? Oh boy, I forgot to go over. Hopefully y'all doing a lot better than I am. Hopefully y'all feeling a lot better. I forgot to go over to the YouTube and mute that. Sorry about that. Well, I got the link already out there. So Crystal's waiting in the basement right now. She had to go do some things, so when she gets back, I'll bring her back up. Uh-oh. Randy, that's not good. So, anyways, yeah, like I said, Crystal's, she's waiting. When she comes back and everything, she'll pop. I'll bring her back up. Hey, Breezy, how you doing? And Renegade, to answer your question, I don't know if you saw it or not earlier, but yeah, I mean, I've got all three of the click style torque wrenches from Harbor Freight. I've got the quarter and inch pounds. I got the 3/8 and the half inch in foot pounds. As a matter of fact, what, months or so ago? I don't remember. I've slept a lot since then. Anyways, Harbor Freight, they were doing the deal where when you buy, you spend all this, you get, you choose which one you wanted for free. Well, one of the options was the torque wrench. I didn't have the half inch, so why not? So I wound up getting the half inch torque wrench. But now, as far as a digital one, that I don't have. But that one that you were showing, that looks like it's pretty nice. Oh, ah, yeah. Right now it's as hot as it is. Yeah, you're gonna, AC units. I mean, hell, even this one here, uh, it's gonna be working its butt off just to try and do the work. I mean, I've got three window units inside the house, and I mean, a couple of them I need to really replace, go to bigger ones. But I mean, I've got them basically running almost all the time just to keep, the house and everything cool. Um, got the one in my mom's bedroom that it's it's definitely on its last leg. I don't know. I might take that 12,000 BTU, the one I had. Shut up. Sorry about that. But I think what I might wind up doing is I could take that 12,000 I did have in here and put it in there. At least that one was working better than I know the one my mom's got. This thing shut, turned off. All right. That way, no more uh, Dixie. Hey, Mark Hewlett, how you doing? But hey, Lorna, you got the link over there. Hit it. Come on up. You ain't been up on panel in a while. So I wouldn't mind talking to you about the uh, coin things going on over there. Um, Renegade, I don't use a torque wrench all that often. I think the last time I actually used one, I'm trying to remember the last time it was I did actually have to use one. To be honest, I don't remember. Hey, Tommy. But, once I can get started on getting some of these small engines I'll start putting together, because right now I've got to get started on, I've still got to get I can. I got to find a frame because see, this is August, September, October, November. I've got barely over 3 months before the Go Power Sports 180. So I got to be able to find a frame, get it all set up, and then get started on getting this Predator engine all built and get that on the frame and have something ready to go. So I know when it comes time for putting that Predator engine together for the mini bike, yeah, I'll be using a torque wrench big time. And no problem, Lorna. Because I know that on that one, I know on the connecting rod, stuff like that, that's all inch pounds. And that's one main reason why I got that 1/4 inch from Harbor Freight. Because it's the only one out of the three that's inch pounds. All the other two are foot pounds. And I don't remember how to convert it from foot to inch. And I definitely don't want to, oh, it needs 12 inch pounds. And then I go, oh, 12 foot pounds. And I'm over torquing. Definitely don't want that.
No, over torquing is extremely bad.
Especially for your hands.
Yeah. Yeah, especially for my Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
I still get a laugh. I still laugh as I flipped everybody out when I walked in with a Pittsburgh wrench that I over torqued and broke.
Yeah.
And then I started working.
Yep. But,
hi, Tommy, Renegade, Randy, Lorna. I'll see you when you come in.
Yep.
Sorry, guys, y'all know me and my yarn. Well, I'm in the middle of making a washcloth, and I need to get some of my cotton yarn set where I can just grab and go with it.
Yep. But now I've been telling Crystal about the what did I say that coin search thing is that they got going on over there in England?
You just told me it was happening. You didn't tell me exactly what it was. Hello, Lorna Love. How are you?
Yeah. But yeah, I know it's the I know Laughter's already done his. I think Bungle's already done his. Christopher, he's done his search. There's like 12 different coin tubers over there.
How is she? I remember she was sick last week. Is she doing any better? Bailey. Yes, no, maybe.
I don't know if she's caught my COVID.
Uh-oh.
I hope not. Okay, now I'm going to be talking like you all night.
Because she's like, oh, I don't know. She heard you.
Lorna.
There you go.
Oh, yarn.
Peach, Kingfisher, and Tea Rose. At least no, blue.
Hi, Tommy.
Yep.
Tommy, you need to keep cool because we're gonna get a heat wave again. Right, just for Crystal.
Uh-oh.
Yay! I get to see my baby Bailey.
Oh, come on then. Oh, yeah, Mummy's not all that either. Come on. You were there a second ago. Where did you go? You go on,
yep, just like
Crystal.
Yeah, like I said, I've been watching. Like I said,
Come on then.
there was.
Mark.
Like I said, there's about 12 of those guys doing that coin search, and they've got so many coins that are worth 5 points, so many for 10, and so on and so on. And they've got, I think, a couple of them, if you find it, it's like 1,000 points. And if you find one of the territory coins, it's worth 25 bonus points. Yeah.
Yeah, I have no idea about all that. I just know he's having fun watching.
It's Cali Cup. That's it.
Okay.
That's the name
Well,
of
that's
it.
Uncle Tony's garage.
Yeah, there's Uncle Tony. I know.
Yes. I don't want to talk. I don't want to hear him, so I'm closing him out.
Yeah, I did too.
Oh.
I mean, he's good. I've got some good information from him. But then some of the stuff that I hear him talk about.
I'm watching. She busted the new one?
No. She's just running around her cage like a blue-ass fly.
Oh, Lord.
What have you been feeding her? So what have you been feeding her to make her go?
What did she have today? What did I have? A smoothie. Homemade raspberry, blackberry, strawberry smoothie.
That's a berry smoothie.
Right.
Yeah.
Of course, it is 1 o'clock in the morning over there, so this is her normal time to be awake. I know.
Cal.
I think since Friday, I've been awake 9 hours.
Oh, hey, Mark.
Hey, Mark. Renegade, I've been talking about the Cali Cup that's over there, that they have going on over there in
UK corn tube?
Yeah, the UK coin tubers.
I've been out sync for about a week, so I don't know anything that's going on.
Right. Well,
it's the big channel.
Right. Well, it's all the coin tubers over there in the UK.
All right, so I got it wrong.
Hang on, money. But anyway, what
hey, Reggie. Hi, 710.
Yep. Hey, 710. What? Hey, Reggie. But what they've got going on is, over there in England, you've got, of course, you got the penny, and then your other coins are the 10p, 50p. I think you've got what, the 1 pound coin still?
We got penny, 2 penny, 5p, 10p, 50p, 2 pound coin, 5 pound coin that you can't spend, and a 20 pound coin that you can't spend.
Okay. Well, what they're doing, okay, I've been watching, I started off watching Christopher Collects and watching him doing the 2 pound commemorative coins, because starting in 99, they started, on their bimetallic coins and everything. On one side, it would have the portrait of the Queen, and on the other side of the coin, on the reverse, they would have a different design other than what they call technologies. Lorna, do you have a Technologies 2 pound coin handy?
Silly question.
Well,
hopefully
he'll be good about it. He doesn't know where you keep your money.
Right.
And if you're, like me.
Yeah, just.
Okay, I got her on solo.
Okay, that's the technology side.
Right. That's technologies. That's the definitive design on the reverse.
And there's your Queen.
Right, there's the Queen for the obverse. Okay? All right, now I can take you back down. Do you happen to have a rugby? Or do you? Well, I don't know what all you've got.
Just give me a sec. I'll go get my 2 pound folder.
All right. Anyways, what they did is they started coming out with what they call commemorative coin. Okay, like her, the picture right there, Sherlock Holmes. That is one of the commemorative coins they came out with, and I don't remember what year. On the
that's a 50p. Yeah.
Right, that's a 50p. Okay. So what the Cali coin search and everything is, you've got 12 different coin tubers over in the UK, and what they have to do is they get a bag of 250 pounds of 50p coins. Okay, and what they
They
have
go
to
by
do,
their own bag.
right? They go and get their own bag. They have to pay for it. It's just like if money was to go to the bank and get a box of quarters or pennies, dimes, nickels, stuff like that. It's the same thing. Okay, but over there they're going through the 50p, and they come in plastic bags. Okay, you get one bag that's got all the little bags that's got, I think, 20, I think there's 20 50Ps in a bag. So what they're doing is they're going through them and finding the commemorative coins. And like I said, what they've got is, you know, for, I think these 2 or 3 coins here, they're only worth 5 points. You find one of these are worth 10 points. And they get it all broke down to all the different ones that's on the list. And whoever has the highest point, has the most points at the end of of the 12, they wind up winning. And so far, I've only seen, I think, 2 or 3 of them that have done theirs.
What in the Sam Diggly bull crap mumble jumble are you running up there, sir? Jesus Christmas. Got on here. He talked for 5 minutes and didn't say a fucking thing. I'm just saying.
I did this because I knew he was talking. Hello, not my sweetheart.
Hi, not my sweetheart. Hey, buddy, how you doing?
Well, I'm feeling a little better. I mean,
It's good. I miss
still
Lorna.
hurt, and of course, I
Hey, Minnie.
had to take another ibuprofen and Tylenol 3, and right before, what was it, about 6 o'clock, I started watching the end of Deadpool.
So,
Yeah, I-
Miss. So,
And
Miss.
I started falling asleep.
Oh wow. So Miss Money has been. She finally found her meds and took them, and she's been cleaning all day.
Hey,
Soft anymore.
Huh?
It's not soft anymore.
I'm
So
glad
you gotta
that
watch it.
she
This
found her
was in the
meds.
hamper that was clean.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
This is
Um,
because I washed it.
No.
Mate,
Alright,
it's a rubbish version, but there's the rubbish.
Yep.
We'll fix it.
There's your rugby
Exactly.
World Cup coin. Okay,
It's okay.
that was the
I'll
first
get you another one.
bimetallic commemorative coin for the 2-pounder. Of course, they were still doing the technologies and everything.
Keep me there.
I know.
No.
You went down?
No.
Oh, we're actually going to show more of them.
Look what I got in my change the other day.
Ah, history.
Ah, yay.
Does it have the right edge inscription on it?
I'm just looking. I'm just
Just say
looking.
the hollow crown.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
should be
you
the
You can
world
make it
was-
small now.
I was going to say,
No.
was it the world's a hollow crown or something like that?
All the
so-
world is
Yeah,
me
all
change.
the world.
Let me
All
change
the-
my camera here. Miss Money was clean today,
Uh-oh.
and of course, she found some random. We got 4 of these. I'm using one. These are actually. Where is it at? Where I can show you? We got 4 of these. It's a set. You find it. It's tarnished. I got to clean it up. But wait a minute, not there.
What are you trying to find?
The little lettering on the damn thing.
Oh, well, maybe she cleaned it off.
No, it's engraved. There it is.
Oh, Bailey, come
Jesus
here.
Christ, I'm gonna have to scope this.
Bailey, come here. Come
Hey,
see
Jane, let me get to my
Come
scope.
here.
Oh my God,
Miss Woodlow.
we don't need to see that. Oh, can't even see nothing.
Come here. Come see us.
Focus, focus, focus.
There it goes.
Ow.
So what
Finger.
I'm trying to show
Hey,
you
William.
is
me. I'm
There
watching
you go.
Bailey.
I know.
I'm watching for Bailey, not money.
Before anyone says she has a new ball, I haven't seen Chris in a week because I've got COVID and he can't come
Yeah.
in. She does have a brand new ball.
It just
But
hasn't made it.
Turn around.
Bailey,
Turn.
Bailey.
Uh-oh. Sterling silver. Wow.
Bailey.
These are from 1883. And what these are really is it depending on back then when they made them.
Point.
Change my camera
Hi,
again.
William.
I'll explain these, and then I'll show you something really cool that she found.
Uh-oh.
So anyway, these here, the way they're designed from back in 1883, if you were a woman, you used it as a coaster. If these were in the women's room, the library, stuff like that. Now, if these were in the men's cigar room, whatever with their bourbon, these were cigar ashtrays. That's why they don't have the lip on them. But everything back then was all silver. And so this was either a cup holder for the ladies or cigars for the men. And you could use it either way. And we got a set of 4 of them. She found that today. Another thing that she found today is she found 2 of these.
Hi, Sweet Pea.
Hey, Sweet Pea.
New Orleans Civil Dollar. Hello, William. I saw you come in.
So where'd you find those at?
She found she's waving at everybody. She found
Hello.
those. They're saying hello to you.
Hi. I'm cleaning. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're fine. She found them over there. You go ahead and keep cleaning. No, she found these over in the cubby, and I've already looked at these and examined these. This one, if I were to grade it, I would call this a 64 all day long. This one would probably be a 63.
Yeah, remember what you called a 64 on the Queen's Beast for me?
Beast?
Well, some of those came back at 69. Some of it, we aren't even talking about that dumb stuff.
Yeah.
I can't believe that happened. But no, with the Morgans and looking at them and everything, these things are just absolutely, stunners. And so she found these today, and I'm like, oh, cool.
Didn't know you had them, huh?
It's over here. Okay. Yeah. It's fine. She even found this today for me. I can't show it. Here we go. Salt rock.
Ooh,
That
salt.
changes
Your
colors.
salt lamp.
Yeah, she found that for me today. I used to have it on my desk, and then I was like, where the hell it went? She found that today. She's like, I found all your stuff. I'm like, oh.
I've got one of those I got from
Hi, Ray.
that Himalayan. Hey, Ray. The
Salt
Himalayan
lamp.
pink salt block that's got the light and everything in it. I've never taken it out of the damn box to even plug it in and everything. It's supposed to help and everything.
I got to get something for Lorna. She's gonna.
Hi, Mark, Tommy, William, Ray, Renegade, David, Raging,
Hey,
710.
Carlisle.
Hi,
Everybody
David.
in chat. Hi.
There's pink salt.
When you say
Yeah.
pink salt, I always think pink salt.
I actually have some pink salt up there. You got to grind it, though.
Yeah.
Literally, the color name on this is pink salt. And it is showing up kind of peachy, but it is pink.
Oh.
And I have 3 of them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Shut up,
I-
man.
I got a coin that's toning really, really badly.
Oh, and another thing that she found today, too, later. It's going to be hard for me to show the whole thing. But
Ooh, bunting.
there we go.
Nice.
Yeah,
Thank you, Ray.
I thought they were a pair of
I think we have like 4 of these total. She found this. I'm like, I know we got more, but I thought about them in a 4-pack. She's like, you did. They're probably in another box. I'm like,
money.
yeah.
How do you get rid of toning?
How do I get rid of a what?
How do you get rid of toning on a coin?
Toning on a coin?
You
The
done?
Yeah.
only way you can get rid of toning is by killing the coin and cleaning it. You'd have to dip it in a Tarnex, some sort of polishing tarnish, something.
Because on that,
They do have coin cleaning stuff out there.
on that coin, I've got half of it's bright and half of it's dull. The top bit's dull. It's toning.
I mean, if it's just for you and you want to take care of it, just dip it in some sort of tarnish, anti-tarnish or something, like Tarnex or something, and it'll get rid of it right away. It's not even good.
Yeah,
But if you're going to keep it to sell later on,
Don't touch it.
no,
get a
yeah,
microfiber. Just
Yeah.
get a microfiber off and rub it through there.
No, because
That's
they'll say the cleaning wipes even if you take a baby blanket that's extra soft, they scope it. They will see the cleaning marks on it.
Yep.
Even
The thing
even
about
just
it is,
getting
right.
Yep.
But
The only thing that PCGS said that you could do is take a coin. See, like we'll go with this one right here. It is toned. Everybody can see the rim toning around.
Yeah.
Yep.
So what I would have to do with it, and the only thing you can do under running water, is go like this back and forth.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it. It doesn't matter if it's hot water, cold water. That's what PCGS said. Anything other than that, we'll see the cleaning marks. And you only do that if you find it in like the dirt or something.
Yeah,
like that.
Ray, it does show up on my camera, but I hit.
She can see it where we can't,
Yeah, but
and that happens.
Half is silver, and half is gone really, really dark.
Yeah, but don't you want toning on a coin? Because that means it was
Not on a 2021 coin.
Well,
yes,
it's argumentative, and here's why. There are collectors out there that go for nothing but toned coins. They will purposely tone coins, even the brand new coins, like say the brand new state quarter that's coming out, the 5th one that's coming out here in a couple more months or something like that. They will purposely egg and and they will purposely put everything, with foil, and they will purposely tone it because they want toned coins. Now there's the other collector, kind of like me. If I'm making a set, I don't want them toned. I don't want them.
No,
I want them shiny. I want them nice.
Yeah.
That's just me in a set. Now the only time I get away from that, and I'm okay with toning, is if they're on Morgans. I don't mind any Morgan toned because I don't look at the toning on the Morgan. I look at all the detail because you can get a hell of a toned coin at an MS66 because that just tells them that as long as it's natural toning. Now you can get details on there. If somebody takes this and artificially tones it, then they'll put details artificially toned, and then it's not necessarily a cleaned, but then that becomes a lot smaller of a market of people that want that coin, unless they want it for a setter.
Exactly, Wayne. Or right.
Yeah, and Money, did you already see that the newest quarter coming out of Philly's already got dye
Screw ups.
Yeah.
We got what?
They're already finding errors in the newest one. Was it Amelia Earhart?
That's fine.
I was in myself.
I don't know why.
But yeah, I mean, I think the newest one is Amelia Earhart.
Something like that.
Yeah, they're already finding. I mean, this is what gets me. Is I saw the video today. They're actually finding error coins on the Philly right now.
And that's not shocking to me because if you go back to your errors, any error, most of your errors are in Philadelphia.
Yep.
Why? Because Philadelphia mints the most coins in the U.S.
Yep.
Then you have San Francisco and Denver, and it's argumentative of who mints more. You could argue that San Francisco does more because of all the proofs, but then you could argue Denver does more because
would you believe
this side of the country needs the coins.
430, and it's already 8 inches square.
Well, that's pretty good because it's only 5:30 here. You did a good job.
Yeah.
It's 7:30 here, so
I want to hear yours.
3 hours, and that's
me and Tommy beat you all. It's all past 1.
That's because you're a night owl and just stay up all the night.
Yeah.
I sleep all day.
But
No, she's been sleeping.
and that's right. And Money. That's the one thing I still don't understand is I know Philadelphia makes the most, and the one thing that really gets me is I know for a fact you and we're probably going to see more Denver and San Francisco than anybody out.
See, Texas, Oklahoma, and Kansas, it can bounce, but the new ones are going to be Denver. Your older ones, you're going to say your last of your park quarters, the 2021 park quarters. You're going to start now seeing a whole bunch of Phillies show up because they're circulated enough now.
Right.
But as far as the 2022, no, you're going to get all Denvers.
Right.
where
Yeah.
you're at and where I'm at.
Oklahoma, literally, because I've been a cashier since '98. I rarely saw a non-Denver minted coin.
Right.
Yep.
And the only way you get brand new Philadelphia's, but trust me, someone brought that in and changed it in because they needed a $10 bill or something versus.
Yeah.
Either that or you ordered it from someone, you know.
You usually order from the bank, and the bank just gets it from. Honestly, the bank gets it from Brinks. All the armored car ones.
Brinks, Loomis, Wells Fargo.
Loomis, that's the one I was trying to think of. Loomis, but the Brinks and Loomis are your two major ones that all the banks use, and
Yep.
it just depends on where you're at in the country. You're going to get it. That's why the coin. Yes, ma'am.
Do you know what a tax
Now
is?
that
The what?
Tax.
when he gets
Some
his
tax.
attention off of her,
I thought they're on the fridge.
Mater, do you want to laugh?
Hey,
That
actually,
sheet of coins.
oh, wait.
That sheet of coins
Tell me what.
are
Yeah.
all 2008 Britannia.
Tell me.
Yes.
are those 50p's?
Yep. For that whole sheet, if I sell it, well, I can sell it for £75.
Wow. Now, do you have any of the? Have you found any 2017 shields?
Yep.
How many of those have you found?
I got 10.
So not quite as many as the 08 Britannias.
No.
Too bad you can't find an 08 shield,
Oh, what?
an 08
Oh, 8
shield.
shield.
No. What have I got here? A sheet of. Penguins.
No, this is going to be a trivet, so I don't have to worry about when I'm cooking and stuff. Anything that I make, any cotton that I make that's over 8 inches is a trivet, and I have all this.
Yarn bath.
Plus this.
Damn.
Yeah, it's the same thing, and it's 96 yards.
Hey, Lorna, did you see the Rich H? His 50p hunt last week?
I haven't hardly seen any videos this week. I got
Oh.
about 500 videos to catch up on.
Hey, up like this.
Oops.
I started cracking up like about 4 minutes into the video.
Why?
He's going through there, and then all of a sudden he flips over. He's looking at the front of it. It says 2009.
Kew Garden?
He found a Kew Guard.
Whoa.
Yeah, I mean, whenever he found it and everything, he was just so stunned and shocked by it.
Mm.
I thought for sure he was going to go, okay, guys, thanks for showing up. See y'all next time.
I'm done.
Yeah, it's like, bye, I'm
Well,
done.
I had a 2009 Kew Garden set. I won it. Ow, Bailey. I can't find it.
Uh-oh.
I thought you sent that over to your boyfriends.
Well, we're hoping it's over here because I've gone through all my coins because I'm leaving I've done a will and I'm leaving them to somebody. So I had to write down every single coin, the date, and what it's worth on today's date.
Yeah, as of August 3rd, 2022, I have those Britannias that you have right there. I have 8 2009 Britannias. They're worth this amount of money, and so gets 4, and so gets 4.
Yeah,
And I know
After
You've got more than
28 A4 folder, A4 pieces of paper, I've still got that lot to go through.
Damn.
And that's 50p's. And that's like from 2008 Britannia right up to it's actually like the coin sets.
Mm.
Did you have
Before
the
Olympics and that.
did you ever find
See.
the Olympic one for swimming that's got the lines through the face? You've
Yeah,
got
not
one
the
of those?
one, not the one you're thinking. No.
Because they
No,
actually have two of them. There's two of them.
Yep.
You've got the one where you see the swimmer and everything, and the first one it had the lines actually going through the swimmer's face.
Yep.
And they didn't like that, so they went redoing the dye and redoing that particular one dye, and got
Hey,
it where it's
Lorna.
blue. And
When you go to those sets, take a piece of paper and say, "In my this was to be go to whoever." Put that in the booklet. Sorry.
she got money.
She's got
Yep.
American money.
Yeah, I just shut the
That's the
mic
one
off
she went
before the
winning.
camera.
Yeah, I remember her showing those off. That's the ones that she
Yeah.
went up winning.
But
I won 10 silver coins the other day.
Woohoo!
I was like,
You weren't happy you won 10 silver coins?
well, you don't know. I am and I'm not because I got a funny feeling I'm getting rubbish coins.
Uh-oh.
Ones I've already got load of, like
Eh.
a Peter Rabbit. Like I got 28 Peter Rabbits silvers.
Dang.
I got more than Ian Lambert.
Do you have how many of the Paddington at the station do you have?
I have one set
Do you?
of the silvers.
Now I tell you what. What's real funny?
One complete set, and it's took me since 2018 to get that flipping set.
Well, I'll play like this. What's real funny is Christopher. I've been watching his 50p videos. He still has to find one of those. He goes, "Why can't that bear go to the damn station?" Okay.
Oh, I've got plenty of those. No,
Right.
set.
Okay.
Right.
But here's the thing.
56 sets of the normal 50p's
Okay.
of all four, and I can get between 5 and upwards per set. And I'm like, they're not for sale.
I love you, Lorna.
I know, but what I'm finding, I know, but Lorna, the thing I'm finding is real funny is that Christopher, he's doing all his 50p sets. He's finding all the others he can find Paddington at
Oh, honey.
Pal-
They give me a double
Palace.
battery. They're on the dresser, right
He
behind.
can find the others.
where the-
He has yet to find Paddington.
Yep.
That is
Oh,
the
there's a Paddington.
Yep.
that is the most expensive Paddington silver proof coin.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
That
I
one's
love
at the
you,
tower.
Lorna.
That one's at the tower. No money. That cost me an arm and a leg to buy.
I know what they cost, honey. And I don't have the money for it right now
But
because
Because,
we had one here. Well, some people had one here, and I don't know in Quid what it would have costed for you, but I know over here in America they were selling it for $275.
Nope, not quite.
That's what they were selling it over here for.
But
One person, and it saw there was 5 people that went buy it now, buy it now, buy it now, buy it now.
Yep.
Well, everybody wanted it. Are you kidding me?
if you like eel, that's the silver proof eels.
they are.
Oh, where's my
I like Pooh Bear better.
But Lorna,
Yeah.
okay, if you're showing the coin, I'm gonna put you on solo.
Oh
No, but I tell you what's real funny. Yeah, like I said, ooh, nice. Yeah.
I
Like
want a
I said,
Tigger.
yeah, like I said, what's real funny that I find really amusing is that Christopher he cannot find a Paddington at the station.
No,
He can find the others, but here's what's real funny: Lasta
Another time.
and Rich H are finding them.
Yeah, it depends
Oh,
on
you found one.
what part of the country you are. Because down here where I am, and probably where Tommy is, they're very rare to find if you're doing a hunt.
Yeah, but you're not going to the bank and getting 250 pounds worth.
Oh, I love the dinos.
Yep.
T-Rex and a raptor.
Velociraptor.
Yeah. You can put me down. That cost me a lot of money.
Oh yeah.
There we go. Hey, I got my clock on my desk. Yeah.
Okay, I am 8 inches on this. I'm with it because I have roughly 100 yards, and 96 of it is in ball. So I'm done.
But no, Lorna, like I said, that's the one thing I feel. It's amazing and surprised the fact that here Christopher, he can't find a single one, but these other coin tubers over there, they're finding them.
Well, I'm trying to think what. There's a coin YouTuber that's not that far away from me, and he's been doing them behind the scenes, and he's like, he ain't finding them. Like,
Well, it's like Christopher can find the Shakespeare's. He can find all 3 of them like that.
Yeah.
And Rich H, not so well, not so
Right.
much.
for people who are wondering what we are talking about, I'll get you these coins out.
Hey, Lorna, just for you, darling.
Hang on.
I've got
I still want your Harry Potter. I want your Harry Potter coin.
and the thing. The reason there's 5 of them is they're all consecutive.
Cool.
Oh.
And then, just for the better
Hi, Tommy.
ones, for the higher grades, these are consecutive.
How much are you selling them for?
These are this one. All 5 of these. I don't know. I'd have to ask her because I gave these to Miss Money. I don't know if she's wanting to collect them or sell them. I know I was selling these 5 for $250, and then the higher grade ones were going for 2 of them for $150. But I gave them to her, so I don't know what she's doing with them. I don't know if she's selling them or selling them.
David, to your question, has anyone missed their own life? Me. I've done them more than once.
Because I had to do a 35-minute, 30-second. Yeah, he came in pissed off, and instead of setting up the live stream, he's sitting out in the garage watching videos. So sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Did that at like 7:05 or 7:10.
I set a stream up that morning and fallen asleep, and it's like I've had people messaging me. And you go, maybe go live. Be there in a couple of minutes.
And I was one of them too.
Yeah. Right. If you want to make me big later, I'm already big, but you know what I mean.
Wow.
No, you're not big. You're fluffy.
Oh, upside down. Might help if I have no right way around.
Dollar bin or Family Dollar.
Tower?
Paddington at the tower.
Yeah.
That's Paddington at what, Buckingham?
Yep.
That's Paddington at St. Paul's.
And the hardest one for everyone to find.
Paddington at the station.
Paddington at the station. That's the hardest one for most of UK to find. And I've got 8 sets of these.
Wow.
And I got loose ones as well.
Okay.
And how much are those?
It depends on how much people want to pay for them.
Yep. Now, Lorna,
Yeah.
what
Go on.
when I put the washcloth up, how come you were reaching out and trying to grab it?
Because I've lost my washcloth at the moment.
Now,
Well,
you
we
know
can
I have you a box over here.
we can probably do some trading.
Mm?
Let's see. We could probably get some more washcloths and maybe a trip over to Dollar Tree for some sweets.
I want some foggies. Because that's
We
the only ones I cannot find anywhere.
What?
we went through counting and counted his, and this is starting back in September of last year. Going back from September to now, I have bought probably 50 bags. We counted last week, no, 3 weeks ago, right before everything happened with him. He has 36 left. Dad passed away, and I was back and forth. The last time I was down there was December 15th.
I bet
stopped
you
in-
got, so I bet he's got more than the
Okay.
supermarket, hasn't he?
More than
No.
a what?
Last time we
Nope.
actually went to Dollar Tree, I think they had about 30 of them there, and it's like, and this was after I counted what I had here. I just looked over and says, "No, let me get through with the ones that I've got at the house first before going buy any more."
Yeah.
Tommy, the Dollar Tree is like our Papa Job or Pound Land.
It's everything is $1.25. So
Ours
that's what our Dollar Tree is.
ours is meant to be a pound. Yeah. Find something in there that's a pound.
Well, see, a pound here is still what, about $1.50?
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Okay, but yeah. So I'm going to use this plus some of the new one and make another washcloth.
So I was gonna say, what are you making? Are you making washcloths?
Yep. And this is one of the patterns I'll show Susie how to make.
Yeah, because I made her. You don't have to be the peanut gallery when I say this, because I know everybody in chat is, but I wasn't the smartest person earlier today.
What did you do?
I gave Miss Money permission to decorate the whole house.
Okay.
All right.
You don't understand. Now my whole house is going to be Harry freaking Potter. Down to the damn towel.
Don't you men learn not to give us women permission to do stupid things like that?
But she's in the budget. She's got to stay in the budget. She can't do it in the budget. I win.
All right.
Well,
Now,
her budget or your budget?
His budget.
Her budget to decorate the house after we get it built and put it together. When she goes
Yeah.
in to do all the fine finishing.
Congratulations on all that. I did catch
Thank
your
you.
live the other day.
Pillows, blankets, comforters, all that. She's gonna have a $2,000 to $2,500 budget for towels and blankets and all this stuff.
damn, that's
If she-
not bad.
If she can't get it done in that, then she was going to do it anyway, right, Mark? Yeah, pretty much.
Lorna, if she actually came to the Dollar Tree, she'd actually be spending less than a pound at Dollar Tree.
Yeah.
Because right now it's saying that convert a British pound to US dollar is $1.21.
Yeah.
Wow, it's gone down. It used to be $1.47.
Yeah, so I mean, like if you go the opposite way, as far as convert a dollar into the British pound, it's 0.082 pounds sterling.
Mark, why the hell ain't you up here? You're always on panel. What the hell, Mark? Just stay in the chat. You're always up here. Damn it. But no. How many of the repo places are around you? Well, I guess you're close to Dallas, so they're everywhere. So never
The
mind.
Habitat
Question.
repo?
No.
I have no idea.
Me and Mater were talking. He knows what I'm talking about.
Oh,
each
okay, that one.
yard, I'm gonna say each yard is gonna be different.
Yeah.
Right.
So now, I mean, I do know that there was a guy, I saw his video and everything on YouTube, and he was in down by San Antonio, I think. But it was for Durskin. That's how I found out about that company.
Because I've been looking at United Portable, but they don't really have any repos. They kind of just build them and you
Right.
pay cash and go. Tough Shed, they get them in, but they're usually just a really small one that you put it'd be like a 10 by 12 where you stick your mowers and stuff in there and stuff,
Right.
Yeah, in other words, my yarn, where I would put my yarn.
But what I'm saying is that I didn't know about a company called Durskin, which is that one I tried calling the other day. They have yards all over. Okay. So, but he was at the one somewhere down by San Antonio, and they have a yard down there, nothing but different
Repo.
But they did not have any that were two-story. Only thing they had was all one-story.
Right. I'm finding in Texas, at least southern Texas, I'm finding, because I got tabs open everywhere, I'm finding the 16 or 18 by 40, by 42, by 48, but they're one story. They might have like a raised roof. So I was going to talk to you, if we get it and those are going only for like $10,000. So I was going to talk to you, how much would it be if we took the roof off and just extended it another 10 feet and then put the roof back on and made it two-story?
That
Too much money.
Not
Yeah,
for
it
what
would
I
be-
want.
That I don't know. I mean,
I'm thinking it because all it is when you get the shed, all it is you get the plywood and you get the 2x4s and the 2x6s. That's all it is. That's all we'd have
Well,
to do.
your flooring, your floor joists and everything, or your ceiling joists up. I know what they use in those are usually about a 2x12.
Right. And they use
But I
the
mean-
2x8s and 2x12s.
Right. And to me, 2x12 is a little bit overkill. You probably get by with 2x10s.
So
I mean,
I'm just trying to calculate. All right, going by the lumber stuff like that, how much would it actually? I know it'd be work and everything, but it's going to be work for me anyway. Putting this together because you're going to be out there, when you can. I'm going to be out there all the time getting this
Right.
done, but you're going to be at work during the day, so I'll be out there all freaking day.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to figure out how much work would this actually be to just raise the wall up
By
and
yourself?
box it in.
No. It's
Well, no,
not.
I
it's-
would do this. I would do this with Mater and everything. Me and Mater would do this.
You would actually need a crew of about 4 or 5 people.
Not really.
Mm. No, I do,
Hey,
It
Safely,
ain't that.
safely,
It ain't that bad.
safely.
hey,
do one wall, then do another wall, then do another wall, then do the front wall. I mean, all you're doing is just the outside walls.
Yeah. Okay. I'll put it like this: if my grandfather can do it on a bigger house that is a stick-built house, okay, and raise the entire roof to have an upstairs with only having my dad and his 2 brothers helping when they're kids.
Well, I mean, I want to have Miss Money out there with me hammering. I want
I
to have
know.
Jake out there with me. So, I mean, I've got people that, while I'm framing or something, they'll bring it in and take it out, and that.
Right.
So I've got
Yeah.
people, but I'm just trying to figure out cost-wise because I put down $20,000 budget just for the shed before we put anything into it. If I can get a repo for 10 grand, I'd already saved 10 grand. So that 10 grand that, how much would it cost for me to raise it up for a second floor with the flooring and everything? And it's,
Hey, money. If you looked at those rent-to-own shed companies, they got them all over the country. My buddy lives in Harker Heights, Texas, and he bought just what you're talking about, a 2-story down there, brand new, delivered,
Mhm.
14 grand.
That's what I'm looking for. But sometimes most of them aren't 2-story. It's 2-story is hey Mark, 2-story is harder to find versus I can find 16 by 52s, 18 by 52s all day long. Single story.
Yeah,
with
but
the
why?
porch
But how about
already.
this though? Yep. But how about this for an idea? How about buy 2 of those and hook them together so I could make it like a double wide?
Because with the land that we're doing it on, we've got to be careful of how much we can put because of coding and permits and stuff like that. I know a 16 or 18 by 40 will fit without looking at it, but if we go any longer, I can't do it. I'd have to go higher.
No, I mean wider.
So I have
Like go
again. I
two-
can only stick. I might be able to go 20 by 40, but that's the biggest I'd be able to go. So I
And
Yeah, that's what I mean.
six-
So you could get 2 10-foot wide ones, 2 10-foot wide sheds, and hook them together.
But that's
Yeah, but then you're
almost the
still
same
gonna have
amount of
to
work
make
because I'd have to
another
take down a wall, and then so it's the same amount of work. So to me, what I want to do is, but it's I need what I need is a 20 by 40, but 2 stories. That's what I need. That's what I have.
He needs a 20 body by
or
40.
16,
Or by
18,
20.
or 20. I looked at the 16s. I could do a 16 with no problem. 16 by 40 is very doable. 2 stories. I can make a master bedroom downstairs, 2 more bedrooms upstairs, and an office because no plumbing's going upstairs. All the plumbing will be downstairs. The only thing that's got to go upstairs through the wall is electric. That is it.
Oh, okay.
And-
Well, I looked at that Mr. Cool system just for shits and giggles,
Mm-hmm.
and they sell them up a 4-head. In other words, 4 heads of heat and cool
Right.
are less than $2,900.
Yeah, I was looking at those little pieces, and
David
I'm
says
kinda-
hybrid.
I'm kind of looking at them
I-
a little more. I
Yeah,
might
those are.
use, like,
I'll
might
tell you.
use- I might use the regular ones downstairs, but I might use those for upstairs. So,
Oh, you would. I'll tell you, money. If you bought one that took the 3-head or 4-head, you would absolutely love it because you could actually put it up and down, and they're fabulous. I'm telling you, I'm so pleased with that. I've got mine set at 58 degrees, and I can go in there wearing a wool sweater and still shiver if I wanted to.
Hi, Tyler.
Hey, Taylor.
Hi, Tyler. I hope you're doing better. Because Tyler got the same thing you did, Lorna.
He got
He
the
said he
complete-
went somewhere and was getting something. Person he interacted with had it, but didn't let anybody know.
I got mine from a delivery driver.
Mm.
but yeah, so that's what I'm thinking about doing because the way me and Mater, you can have not my sweetheart. I'm pretty much talking to Mater about every other day on the phone, if not
Yeah.
every day, just
Bubble
chit
time.
chat.
Uh-oh.
Okay,
They smell trouble
that's fine.
somewhere.
Boy, that's what I'm gonna make you an herb garden.
There's a lot.
Sorry to hear that, Tyler.
But because we're already saving money, especially with the piping that we want to use, he saved me money. Like, hey, use this one. The joints are going to be more, but that's fine. You won't have to worry about breakage in the wintertime, which is great. The foundation is going to save me money because we're not just going to put it on blocks. We're actually going to cement the foundation because I understand how mobile homes are placed and stuff like that. I just don't care for it. If I'm going to spend this much money and do it, I'm going to do it. I'm not going to just.
But we're going to do
Have
it
to do
different than like a mobile home.
Yeah, I'm not doing it half, but that's why I'm going back to work now. Got all my application done for the AAA. Where's that? AAA. Yeah, it says yellow cab, but it's for non. Medical transportation. Yeah,
And
Shade Tree. What we're doing, everybody knows. Nader's got a bunch of land, not a bunch, but he's got 3 lots, and I'm going to buy a shed we're going to buy like a 16 or 18 by 40 2-story shed, and me and Mater are going to insulate it, put all the drywall up, frame it on the inside. We're going to buy, a shed from like a Tough Shed or portable building company or something, and I'm going to make a home. Yeah, I guess you could call it a tiny home, but to me, a 16 by 40 doesn't consist of a tiny home, because you'd have to have like a 16 by 20 is a tiny home. Anything over that is not a tiny home anymore. You're pretty much just like mobile home-ish, but you could call it tiny
16
home.
by 20 is still not considered tiny. What they consider to be a tiny home would be something like 8 by 16.
Oh, okay.
Something
Yeah, so-
that you would actually, like the size of a trailer.
Right.
So
And you make that a
basically,
very
like,
tiny home, and
right,
I'm not
so-
doing that.
I mean, even an RV, okay, like the RV I used to have, okay, that was a 34 footer. So we're talking 8 by 34. That would be considered a tiny home.
We thought about maybe just a fifth wheel or a camper or something, fish ranch, but no, I need an office, for the business.
Right back.
I got it. Okay. My son's going to be with me. There's Miss Minnie again saying hello to everybody. Bring more. What's that?
I want to hang this up. I don't want the tack holes in it.
We can't hear you, Briggs.
I'll have to get you the strip. Yeah, that.
Oh.
But she wants to show it off.
You know how big my house is, money?
You know what? This in a bed
Ooh.
for an auction.
We actually won this in it was in the coin community on the flea market, and we didn't win it, but we bought it because someone was selling it. Nobody wanted it, and I'm like, why?
They
And then
probably
it
will
Yeah,
now.
I'll take that.
What's this?
They
It went to
probably
her.
will now. He's worth a lot of money.
You know how much my house, big my house is, money?
Oh, I can get it. Yeah, go ahead.
Good
It's only
girl.
my house, so 20. My house is 25 foot wide and 36 feet long. So it's not a tiny house.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to get rid of this.
Hey, Mark, what
Then
happened to
we'll
you?
do something
Came
with it.
up and
All right, we'll do that.
disappeared. We weren't ignoring you.
Good
Yeah,
girl.
Disney
Right
Giraffes and Coins did that one. But yeah, so anyway, between Mater and Miss Money, she's Susie. Everybody knows her name is Susie. They're already saving me money, which is great because I'm getting a driving job because I've got to get back to work. I cannot just sit here anymore. I'm done. Money's not coming in. Finances are pretty much kaput. And I'll probably be going to Phoenix to take care of training, which is a 3.5 hour drive one way for me, which now I got to rent a car for that. But lucky enough, I had a good friend that sent me enough money to do all that.
Lay down.
yesterday.
No more.
So that's in the
Maybe.
bank sitting there because I need to do that. So I can go down for training and then go. It was like what I was doing before when I was driving for the other medical transportation. It's going to be the same hour to get up about 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning, head out, and I'll be home about 6 p.m. How it works.
Mm-hmm.
14-hour days, 6
Bye
days,
bye, Auntie
5
Crystal.
days a week.
Hey, baby.
Hi, baby.
I'm sitting here with this one.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
But,
Hi.
what are you thinking foundation wise? We'll do it or we'll get a company to come in and do it?
I'm thinking we can do it. I mean,
Because to me it's just get a wheelbarrow, mix it up, and
well, I've been looking at
You guys
getting
are crazy.
a cement mixer myself, and Harbor Freight's got one that's
Yeah.
pretty reasonable.
Good girl.
Well, the thing is, Briggs, I want to put in all the work because at the end of it, I can sit there on the porch, on the steps.
Oh, I know what you're
Mater-
saying, but
me,
that's a
Mater,
lot of
Crystal.
cement.
But yeah,
No.
it's going to be a lot of cement. But at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, I can sit there, me, Mater, Crystal having a barbecue and go, look what we did. We are done. We did it. It's here. Look
No.
at this.
Now you're going to insulate the
Rick.
floor.
Hang on, Briggs. Before you speak, you hadn't even heard what he and I were talking about today. We got to change the plans as far as the foundation wise goes.
Mhm.
What I was telling him today is at Lowe's, Home Depot, and the other hardware store here in town, they have those cylinders that are about 12 inches in diameter and about 2 foot long. All we got to do is dig like a 12-inch diameter size hole, about 2 feet in the ground, stick that cardboard tube and everything in there, put the rebar in it, of course, have it so far above the ground level, fill that up
Cow.
with
Lay down.
concrete. Okay? Now, money, here's something else I was thinking about. I got
Down.
telling you about with the company that has the anchor straps and everything.
Mhm.
We can actually get, they actually make them, but there are anchors that you can actually put into the concrete. They 4x4 will bolt to, and you can sit there and adjust the height on it. Once it, because it's all
Okay.
threaded bolts and everything goes down in the concrete, and then you can have it raise it up and down and twist it whatever direction.
How many of those?
Oh, I know what you're
tubes-
talking.
How many of those tubes and everything you think we're going to need for 16? So I'm just going with 16 by 40. I mean, it might be 18 depending on what we find and what we see when we, you, and Crystal go out and look and everything. But
That
You're
okay.
going to want.
I'm trying to. How basically my question is, how far spaced apart do they need to be?
Well, okay, I can tell you right now, something like that, they're going to have the 4x4s up underneath the house or the shed, whatever we'll call it.
Yeah.
There's going to be at least, okay, if you go 16 foot or even 20, there's going to be 4 of those,
Okay.
okay? And then, so you're going to need, right off the bat, you're going to need at least 8 of them because you're talking 4 on each end. But I don't know how many and how far apart they would have to be up underneath. If they would have to be 8 foot apart or if they can be 10 feet apart. On something like
I wouldn't
that,
go 10. I'd go.
well, I'm saying we'd have to
That's-
go by with what the manufacturer suggests. They can
Um,
say,
You gotta
they
go
can
by
say 12
code.
feet.
and Shade Tree real quick said that you need a footer before you lay block, which yes, we'll have the footers and everything.
Yeah.
Right. Well,
Well,
that's what I'm saying. We're going to
that's
do. Right. That's what the tubes and everything are going to be.
Right.
You know, like I said, we're going to drill the holes in the ground, put that cardboard sleeve tube and everything in there, put the rebar or the wire mesh and everything. It's still rebar for all that purpose, but put that in there and then pour the concrete. We'll leave that tube. Like I said, it's going to be probably about 2 to 3 inches above the ground.
Right.
So say if it's 4 inches above ground, okay, which is probably a good thing. So you're looking at 20 inches in the ground as far as the footing, okay? Then that right there would be your big anchor. To
Are you going to put this right on the ground?
No.
Mhm.
What did I just get through saying, Briggs?
No. I mean, how high off the ground you're going to have it?
What did I just get through saying?
I
About
didn't hear
4.
that because I.
About 4 inches.
Yeah, gonna
It
have
won't
the
be
top.
that
okay.
far off the ground.
Yeah, it's gonna be about 4 inches off the top of the ground.
Yeah, it'll be the board length that they have with it with the actual
Right.
shed, which
Right.
is 2
We
by
find
4s
the
or
right
2.
shed that we want and everything.
So then, the
and then we're also gonna
actual
be-
bottom of the house is gonna be about 8 inches off the ground.
And then another thing we're going to
That-
do too is we're going to have all the plumbing done, you know, in the ground and ready to go before they even put the shed on.
Yep.
So that way
I
it's
would,
already.
that's a look. One
And
thing
how
I
we're
would
gonna
do
that,
different.
we're just going to take a lot of the flooring, just take it out so that way they can put it on, and we'll put the flooring back in and make our
Hi, Sugar
subfloors and
Daddy
everything.
Williams.
And then the bottom
Sugar
we're going to
Daddy.
have probably laminate hardwood through to the bottom, and then on the stairs and the upstairs we're going to have carpet.
I'd go a little higher off the ground for that myself.
That I'm not sure. I mean, if they say I gotta go deeper, I know they make 3 foot tubes.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, they make
Well-
those tubes 10 foot deep if you need them.
Yeah, I mean I can get them almost any length. I mean I think they even have them. I know for sure 4 foot. I mean 4 foot's gonna be overkill on something like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, we're still talking. It's gonna be like 12 inches around going all the way down the ground there.
I know Crystal's in the middle of making a whole bunch of phone calls with all the BS you guys got going on daily. But
No,
You're
Yeah,
gonna.
I'm in the middle of keeping him from blowing the house up because he's bored and doing stuff.
have you any idea of what code or permits are going to be for anything yet? So I can
No,
start
that's
factoring
something
that
I
in.
still haven't. I haven't even thought about trying to get that done since I know him.
Well, I'm not saying get it done. I just wanted the information to. Okay, if you want to do this, it's going to cost you this much. Yeah.
I can see about inquiring about it tomorrow.
Okay.
If I don't take him and throw him at the hospital and say, "Here, fix him," I don't want him
Yeah, I
back.
know.
Yeah, because every time I call him, my first question out of my mouth is, "How you doing?" I'll get, "Oh, maybe a little better, but," then there's always
Yeah.
a but. I don't like
That's
that.
why I like the title on tonight's stream is close to another ER trip, because as much as I'm hurting every day with all the pain medication I'm taking, it's still not. I mean, I can already feel what I took earlier kicking in. Okay, and there's
so
no way I'd be able to go to work like the way I'm feeling right now.
not to interrupt
Yeah,
you, but
He can't go to work with painkillers.
Shade Tree had a question in Texas. How deep does the footer have to be? Renegade says he's thinking 4 feet, but I don't know.
Right.
That's part of the code.
That's why.
Yeah.
That's something that we don't know yet until he calls.
Right. I mean, that's something
So-
I have to find out from the city, and then also contact. You know, they're also going to depend upon which manufacturer we go to.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Well, the manufacturer has nothing to do with that. I don't think. I think it's more like the city or town or village, whatever you live in, is going to tell you how many they're going to want. Because the building, the manufacturer is going to have a recommendation, but ultimately it's the city. If the city says you
Yeah.
need one every 10 feet, but the manufacturer says you need one every 6, well, then I'd go with the manufacturer is who you're going to go by. But
I know.
Yeah.
That- they're-
If it's reversed, then we go by what the city says. But yeah.
I know. That's like I said. That's the things I've got to look into to see what the city has to say. I've got to find out, even if something like that, I could even get a permit to even have put on the property over there.
Yeah, you know
They
something,
may
no
want-
money.
they may
I'm
want
glad
to-
you're doing this, so because you're
Right.
actually doing me a favor. Because not to be crazy, it's crazy. Our city got $10 million to fight homelessness in this town, and I said that they could take those sheds
Hey.
and do the same thing.
Biggs,
Fish,
I'll drop down because I'm not feeling 100% anyway.
I'm out, and we'll let Tyler up here.
I'll
I'll add in-
drop down and let Tyler come up and whoever else wants to come up as well.
All right. Well, Crystal just dropped out.
Yeah, I'll be in the
Alright.
chat. Get Crystal come back up.
All right.
I'll be in the chat. Speak to you all
She can
later.
bring her own self back up. All right. Thank you, Lorna, for coming.
Yeah, they said that they couldn't build anything close to be suitable to live in for less than $100,000 per house. I disagree. That's why. I mean, I don't want to be nosy. I just want an idea how much you spend, not counting the land, because and it'd be the same thing here. We got land that we've had people who want to donate, but they're telling me it'd take $100,000 to build something like that. I disagree. Because I think
I'll stop you right there, Briggs. If you go to Oklahoma, look up Pivot, Oklahoma City, because they did that. They are youth. They help youth that has aged out of foster care system, and their pivot is to help you go from like 17 and in the foster care system to learning to live on your own and get a job and things like that, and helping you manage your money. They are in 8 by either 12 or 8 by 12 shed. That's it. There's literally the last.
No. Oh, I know what you're saying there, but what I know they did that, and I've showed them that, but they don't.
Yep.
They say, well, that's the thing is. But I'm going by like in Detroit, for instance. They took an entire street that was basically torn down, the whole street, and they built an entire neighborhood of tiny houses, and some of
Yeah.
them aren't sheds. They're actually they look like mini versions of the big houses. And you walk in, they got a bathroom, a kitchen, a regular bedroom, and a big open concept, and a little driveway for one car. And these people, and I'm trying to convince our city leaders, and they tell me I'm wrong. They said no one would want to live in something like that. And I said, if it's either that, living under a bridge, that would be like living in paradise.
Yeah, especially if you have vets that are getting benefits and all they're drinking it down. If you have a setup like that, they're going to go and say, "Yeah, I'll pay $100 a month for electric and water and for a place to live." They ain't gonna have a problem with that, and they'll get back straight.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the people
That ain't what I was saying. That
are only homeless because they can't afford a
well,
place.
some of them are there because they're drug addicts. Some of them want a house. But what I was trying to make a point is if you donate the land like they've already, that part's the easy part. But I said if you donate the land and you set it up to where they repay their mortgage, buy back the house, I said you'll have people hand over fist trying to get in there. Because who wouldn't want to own a piece of property like that? Yeah, but it's a small house. It only we worth $25,000-$30,000. I said, like in Detroit, there was one guy there that was 60 years old, had never owned a house in his entire life, never was able to. They helped him, and that old man just says he's proud as a peacock.
Yep, and he
Hey, what's up,
probably
everybody?
started playing
How you doing, Fish?
he was actually approved to buy it. He probably broke down crying because that's his first. Hello, Tyler.
Oh, yeah.
I did not mean to ignore you.
Hello, it's okay. My voice is different from COVID.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't mean to say that. Oops.
And Mark,
He's got the stuff.
Yeah, you can say it if you have a doctor's
Like, if you
statement
actually
that you
have it,
have it.
you know.
But we can't sit here and discuss the BS that we believe about it and stuff like that. I mean, you had COVID. Lorna had COVID.
Yeah.
Michael had COVID, or Mater had COVID. So we can say that, but we can't discuss what we think about it and all the politics around it and stuff.
Yeah.
Night, Lorna. You get some rest, and we'll talk to you later. Okay, sweetheart.
Alright.
You've got my Facebook. You've got my Messenger and my Facebook. Pop in when you get to feeling it.
She's got mine too.
You got mine.
Everybody's got your number.
My public knowledge. I put my business card up there all the time. Going, call me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the symptoms are bad. not really bad, but not that bad.
So what symptoms have you got besides like fever and?
Oh, I had a fever, I had the sweats, I had the chills. Now I'm just coughing, and then my coughing is going away now.
Is it a dry cough or a wet cough?
Oh, it's not a dry cough, it's a wet cough.
Those are the worst.
And then I
Yeah.
spit stuff up.
See, for
Okay,
me,
yeah, you are getting all the phlegm junk out.
See now,
Yeah.
for me, when I had it, the only symptom I really had was a slight fever. And I mean, you can ask Crystal. I mean, she was
Yeah.
around me when I had it the second time, and I was still running what, maybe 100, 101.
2 or 3 degrees hotter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel better now.
And that's the only symptom I had. Now, I do have a cough. You know, yes, I was coughing at that time. I was coughing before. I still got the cough, and that's because of this right here, cigarettes.
Yeah, I only chew. That's it.
So for me, you know, I've been, smoking for a long time. So yeah, I've got the smoker's cough. And
Yeah,
even right
he's been
now,
smoking
even
almost
today,
as long as I've been alive.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
You know what's funny? I quit smoking two years ago, actually this year, and it's funny. You'll have that smoker's cough for 10 years if you quit today.
oh yeah,
Yes.
But anyway,
grandfather quit in his 40s or 50s, and he passed away when he was in his 70s. And he woke up every morning that entire from the time he quit until the time he passed away.
again, Lorna,
Oh my gosh.
damn.
Girlfriend?
D, that's what
Alright,
we're
just
going to talk about.
get Crystal and then find me through Crystal. There you go. That's how you do that.
I've been hurting bad enough to where I'm taking,
Because I'm going to stretch.
yeah, taking like 2 800 milligrams ibuprofen. I've been taking tramadol, and I'm even taking Tylenol 3, which is the acetaminophen with codeine.
Yeah.
And I'm taking those, and I am still
Okay, you happy, Dustin?
bad.
Am I happy?
It's bad enough to where Crystal, she's threatening to take me back to the ER and just drop me off.
The
Hey, Anthony,
store trainer is going to be in. And then
up
she
like
wants-
this. That's the only, I mean,
Almost everybody.
She wants
earlier,
5 of the
Literally.
hearing aids,
Crystal, mute.
5 new parts.
Hang on.
So
There. But D,
Don't start
like
that.
this. I wound up taking the took one the 800 milligram ibuprofen, and one of the Tylenol 3, and this was that was my second dose of the day, second or third. But anyways, I took that about 5. I started watching the rest of Deadpool at 6. I started falling asleep.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, I'm taking those pills because I'm feeling it basically from like right up in this area on both sides, all the way down, and then in the front.
Okay, Lorna, do you have a tiger for your icon, your Facebook? I don't know.
She sent me a.
Yeah, I'm
I
trying
know.
to get him to go, Delfino.
Yeah, and D, I mean,
Hi,
I'd love to
Anthony.
be able to go, but I've already been 3 trips to the ER. That's
I'm
3
going.
bills right there.
Yes,
And I haven't
Crystal,
been
she
working.
does.
Okay. Gotcha.
I got the same one.
Yeah, Delfino, I'm at the point I'm fixing to load him up in the truck, go out to Waxahachie, pull up to the ER door, even though it's where I can, and say, here, fix him.
Yeah.
And I don't
Because
want him back until he's fixed.
And I'm still having I'm still having the cases of diarrhea, no appetite. I mean, my appetite it's gone from here to down here.
Yeah, it's all going over here.
Well,
Yeah,
and that's the thing.
he cooked
Yeah.
pizza rolls, and he normally can eat about 50 of them by himself.
Damn.
Okay, and how many did you cook for yourself today?
About 20.
About 20.
God
And
damn.
I stole half a dozen for his mom, and I stole 2 out of his. And then he turned around and cooked me, about another 20?
Something like that.
And I went to give him the 2 that I stole back, and he's like, "No, I'm not hungry." So he
you
got
need to-
he got basically a dozen.
You need to definitely.
So, I mean,
I didn't think they
that's the
made that
thing.
pizza rolls anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
I have to buy 2 130 count bags to last a week and a half between him and my son. There they go.
See, I don't do pizza rolls at all. The only one that.
Neither do
the only
I.
one that
Those
does-
things are nasty,
The only
but
thing
you
that my son will do pizza rolls. I think Miss Money will, but she does that. It's either like a hot pocket or something.
Yeah,
Pizza hot pocket or ham and cheese.
No,
exactly,
I mean-
Delfino. I'm at that. I'm tired. I love him to death, but he needs to go back to work because y'all guys need him at work, and he's getting
I
on my nerves.
Well, Yeah, did you call your boss today? Like, no.
No, I hadn't done that yet. I need to.
But
Well,
Delfino, hopefully, we'll talk to Jim in the morning.
I know. Or he's still, no, he's not at work. Shouldn't be. But I'll put like this. Crystal, you know, the way she eats and everything, and mind you, she's seen how I eat from day one. Right? She
Okay.
actually, she cooked breakfast this morning. Okay. How much did you have to eat of breakfast this morning compared to what I ate?
Oh,
I
that's
left.
interesting.
That's how he got his name. I left your normal serving size in the pan, and you took just for half of it.
Yeah, almost
Now
half
this
of my
is
normal.
this is a almost 6-ounce bag of beef jerky. He could sit here and eat half of it and not blink.
I
I've
could eat
had
the
it
whole
out.
thing. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'd be able to eat the whole thing, no problem.
Oh yeah.
No.
Now it's like
So
I
what?
wouldn't- I
So
wouldn't
what
even
is?
be able
So
to
what
eat
is
a
it
quarter.
with? What is it with your hunger? Is it you just don't care for food right now, or if you were to force yourself, it just comes back up because your body doesn't want it, or what is it?
No, it
No,
doesn't
no,
come
oh,
back
no.
up. I'm just not hungry. I mean, it's very rare that I'm hungry.
So
I mean, I'm not. I know that's the thing. I'm just like I keep telling her is like I said. I'm just not hungry at all. I
your
don't.
so that your body's just not craving any food or anything.
No,
Yeah.
it's been like
And
that.
you're-
What if Crystal
You're
were
my
to,
height,
what
Tyler,
if
right?
Crystal were to make something for dinner and you were to smell it? Does it
This is a 6-foot tank right here.
Okay, so you're shorter than me.
This is a 6-foot tank.
That
Yeah.
tank's shorter than her.
That's all the way to the floor. The tank is.
Look, Tyler, standing up, barefoot, 6'1". So I'd be
Yeah, it
about
is.
taller.
Yeah, I'm like 5'10", 5'11".
Yeah, and her son is like what, 6'5"?
He's my
And his
short
mom's
stack.
big. Yeah. Well, that's a 180-gallon fish tank, you know.
I have
But,
it. I
but
have.
as far as getting back
doing
to
mine
what
at
you're,
home.
talking about money,
Yeah.
I
Oh,
just-
I'm sorry, Renegade.
I just do
Sorry.
not. I just don't have any kind of an appetite. I don't have any kind of energy to get my energy. It got up and went about 3 months ago.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, does like if Crystal were to be out there in there cooking, does the smell of food get you like, hey, I might be able to eat something?
No. Because when I did that chicken the other night, I
Yeah,
woke
check your
him up.
Chicken, mashed potatoes, and veggies.
And I
Yeah, that's
ended up not
it.
eating it.
Renegade that says that sounds like COVID symptoms. It very well could be. Who knows?
Could be.
Well, I mean that's one thing I know.
I got a
That's one
test in here.
thing that Jim was talking about. D is that some of this. It could be some of the leftover symptoms and everything from having the COVID. I don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's not liking me when it comes to the food thing, because I'll make food for his mother and I, and I'll tell him, hey, I'm fixing to cook. Well, I'm not. I don't care. Sit your ass down and eat. I don't care if it's just one serving spoonful. You're going to sit down and eat, and I'll make him eat. But I don't care. You need something in your system because you're going to gain a belly from malnutrition. You're going to have that because there's no reason for him to be malnourished.
Not
I
when
mean,
you're
I
cooking.
And like I said, for me, I mean, like I tell everybody, okay, the easiest thing I can say, Chipotle, okay? If anybody has ever been to Chipotle and gotten their bowls, okay? And like I give this as an example, okay? The first day I met Crystal in person, we went to Qdoba up there in Oklahoma City, and it's basically the same thing as Chipotle.
Yeah,
but
Chipotle.
Yeah, it's basically the same damn thing, but different name. Okay,
It's a little different, but yeah.
a
You know,
little bit.
I've never eaten at a Chipotle ever.
Okay, well,
Okay. They have a bowl. Their bowl is as big as this 36-ounce cup. That's the bottom of it, and it's about yay deep. And they pile it twice as high. Yeah,
yeah,
you don't starve for that.
up like this. Like I said, we went there. I finished the whole thing. Okay,
And
Crystal
I like
barely got over half of it. Okay, now about a month or so ago, we actually went to Chipotle. I ate about half of it. It's like I'm done.
I was like, okay, go
That,
get
that's
a.
all I, and it was my normal. It's like both the steamed and fried rice. It's the black and regular beans. It's carnitas with basically everything. I mean the sour cream, guacamole, the corn, the fried vegetables.
All right.
I don't think I put lettuce on. No, I don't put lettuce on
No.
mine. Uh,
See, we have basically the
salsa.
same thing, except for I prefer chicken, and I don't put beans in mine, and I do put the veggies in it.
Right. But I put carnitas.
Damn.
And like I said, for me, the last time we actually went there, that was about a month and a half or so ago. I got about halfway through with it, and it's like I'm done.
Well, Mark, how you been, buddy?
Well, I've been dog sitting for the past 2 weeks. Just got home yesterday
Oh, cute.
while my sister was on a boat in Aruba.
Ah,
Uh-oh.
Now I'm going tomorrow to my brother's house for 5 days
oh my goodness.
while him and his family go to Hershey Park.
Mater, read chef shade trees.
I know, and that's
All
what I've been doing.
Hold on, guys.
Now, okay.
We have
The
not
pizza-
been eating out.
You haven't
Pizza
eaten anything.
rolls. Yeah, the pizza rolls, hot pockets like that. That is a treat.
Kind of a snack.
Yeah, it's a snack. Now he did that tonight because I was paying attention to his mother, making sure she didn't do anything, and I got caught up crocheting. And I was also talking to the girls about some stuff.
There we go. All cleaned up.
Yeah, it ain't his diet though, because I mean he's been eating this stuff for years. Eating just normal stuff, even like he's been eating, ain't gonna take away his appetite. I mean, it ain't.
I'm sorry. I'm not to interrupt Reagan. I do apologize. Just real quick, and Rick can get back. I'm still sticking with bacterial until your doctor proved me otherwise. I'm going with bacterial infection somewhere in your abdominal. And
Oh yeah, I agree
intestines.
with that. That's what I'm saying. That's what I agree with. To me,
Right. Like I said, the thing about it is like what Money and I were talking about on the phone is my white blood cell count is not up. So I mean, if I had an infection going on, I mean, yeah, they gave me some antibiotics because they're thinking that a bacterial infection. Okay, that's what they were
But
thinking.
they were thinking viral.
Viral. But the thing about it is, okay, if no, I know, I gotta call him. But
Yeah.
anyways, what was I saying?
You're talking about infection.
Anyways, the blood work is coming back. It's not showing any kind of bacterial infection. So that's what I'm saying.
They're missing something.
Right,
They
something.
definitely missed a
They're
shot.
missing something.
Because I mean they've already done 2 CAT scans, 2 separate blood works, 2 separate urines, and the last time I went to Waxahachie, they did an EKG. They're not. And my blood pressure is normal. Yeah, I know I smoke and everything, but I mean, like the last time, I'll have a cigarette right before going in. So the ER. Okay, you would think that would make my blood pressure up for having a cigarette. No, my blood pressure is still like about 120 over 80.
Crystal, I'm not going to beat a dead horse, especially with Mater. I know he's tired of hearing him, but please make sure he calls Jim tomorrow if he doesn't do any damn thing else.
All right.
But oh,
I
let me.
don't want him losing his job. I don't want him losing his job.
No,
No.
I don't need to.
No.
I don't want to either.
As long as you got paperwork from the hospital or doctor, they can't do nothing to you.
Yeah.
But it's just
About
the fact that I know. But like I said, I mean, they're giving me. I mean, the last time I had that phone call with the doctor, that gastroenterologist, she actually had me on a. She told me get off of the acid blocker and start taking something else. It was a powder and mixing, and that damn thing was what, $75? Like $75.
Ow.
Yeah, and that was
That's that
actually
big box that we.
right, and that was to help with the diarrhea. The only problem is, yeah, I was taking it for what, 3 days straight. It still wouldn't do anything. Next thing you know, I was like, okay, I'm so damn bound up, I can't even go. So I stopped taking it. And
All right. Bye, Delfino. Thank you.
All right. Appreciate it, D.
Bye.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah, you don't need to lose your job. Then we don't. Then we'd see Mater out there making his own cigarettes again, and
I might go back to that. It's expensive as they are. It's still going to be
not work,
It's cheaper.
not working, and not getting a paycheck. I don't blame you.
I know.
And it was $26.70 for the 3 cigarettes and the
2
2
drinks.
bottles drink.
Yeah. It runs about 21 bucks for 3 packs over at Murphy's.
Well,
And-
well, right now not working. It's all expensive, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I do know that over now. I do have, I think, a couple of boxes of brand new tubes that's never been opened. So if I wanted to, I could go over for what about $16, $17. I could buy a bag of tobacco and probably find the little tube thing. I could start doing my own again. I think I've got that out here somewhere. I think I'd have to go hunt for it. If not, I mean, they're only about $7 or $8.
Yeah, but that's $7 or $8.
All right.
So yeah.
Yeah, so definitely give him a call tomorrow.
Yeah, I will.
I thought
I
you
just-
had been
I know-
calling me, or I would have said something.
I know I've been putting it off and like, yeah, I know.
Well, anybody basically just wants communication.
I know.
You know, say, hey, this
But
is how I'm
like
feeling.
that, I know, but the way I've been feeling, waking up hurting, I mean, it takes quite a bit for me to get up and out of bed.
Oh, I know,
Oh
They
yeah.
just want to know you're alive.
but
I'm
you know,
alive. I'm alive.
I'm just saying, your boss wants to make sure you're alive and okay.
I know.
How long has it
I
been
think-
since you've been to work?
But yes,
Two,
it's
3
been
weeks.
3 weeks,
Wow.
I know.
and
Damn.
bills are piling up.
Yeah, they're piling up and everything, and I mean, like I said, it takes quite a bit just for me just to even get up out of bed,
Oh, I
In the
hear you
morning.
on that one.
just to go to the bathroom. I mean, I stand up and I feel like I've got about an 85-year-old body.
Yep, I'm right there with you until they fix my back. That's what I feel like.
Yeah.
You are
Oh.
85, ain't you, money?
Do what, Mark?
Aren't you close to 85?
You go away.
Hey,
Hey,
you know
you
something,
wanted me
Mater?
here, pal.
I can make you feel run like you're in a marathon. Just go up to Newburgh where Mark lives. Hell, you'd get all kinds of energy or have a bullet in you because you couldn't run away from the druggies.
No, I'm not even going up there.
I live in the safe part. I'm good.
Tell him he got in trouble.
Oh,
I mean-
he wanted me to tell you that I got in trouble. I don't know why.
What did you do now, jerk?
I left her one drawer or something.
Hang on. Okay, I gotta get back to something that I was gonna mention earlier.
Yeah, go ahead.
But as far as something like what Renegade was saying, the freeze. Okay, as far as like on that shed and everything.
Mhm.
Down here in Texas, where I live and everything, we don't get cold weather all that often. So I can understand up north, you know, like getting up to Oklahoma or further on north, where you're going to get 2-3 weeks of snow on the ground, okay, or longer, or you're going to have, you know, the freezing weather for a month or two during the winter, okay, or even say up like Briggs and everything. I mean, Briggs, what's the shortest in the winter you've ever seen snow on the ground?
What do you mean? The length of time?
Yeah, what's the shortest amount of time you've actually seen it?
Actually, that's hard to say, Maynard, because our weather pattern has changed so much. Mark can tell you. We'll get the last 10, 20 years, we'll get a big 12-inch, 13-inch snowstorm about November. It'll melt, and then we'll go 2 or 3 months before we get anything of significance. And then when we do it, it's the same thing. You usually get 12, 24 inches. It'll last about 2 or 3 weeks. We'll get days in the 50s and 60s, melts off, and then after that, the temperature will just like stay in the 40s and 50s during the day and 30s at night. And we haven't been getting crap in snow the last 20 years. Last year, we got, I think, total in my area, I got 27 inches for the entire winter, which is
Okay.
unusual because
We
Yeah.
got more snow in April than we did in January.
Okay.
Yep.
Do you know what our average?
3 feet of snow in April.
Okay. Hey, but here's the thing. Do you know what our average snowfall is here in North Texas?
About 4 inches.
About 3.
Yeah.
But we don't get that until January to February.
Except for that big ice storm you had a couple
Well,
years ago.
there goes the white Christmas.
And I think the last time, matter of fact, I'm gonna look that up. Just reminded me about that. But as far as snow in December, I mean, okay, give you an example. Okay, y'all heard me talk about going on the cruises and for the Texas Renaissance Festival. Okay. First time I went down there, that was probably back in 84, 85, something like that. A friend of mine and I, we heard about it, we found out where it was at. We said, okay, fine. We're going to go down. So, mind you, we went in October, okay? It was like in the upper 30s, low 40s. So, we packed several blankets, the propane heater, we packed our thermals, all the stuff for winter. There was one thing we did not pack that we should have to go down there. Mosquito repellent. We got down there, it was in the 70s. Okay? We got down there, we're walking around, it's like, oh man, this is good weather. Got back in the van, started driving north, and the further north we went, closer we got to the house, we could feel that temperature dropping. It's like, okay, turn the heater on. Well, we got down there, okay. Like I said, get down there, and we're only talking, not even talking 200 miles, okay? And we're talking, like where I'm at, it could be in the 40s, down there it could be in the 80s. But
Yeah,
that's
'cause,
October, November.
Yeah, because where you're at and where I plan on coming to, we're about, 30 minutes from Dallas?
And believe it or not, we're at a higher elevation than Dallas. But
Really?
yet Dallas is in a little basin up there. Believe it or not, yeah. And believe it or not, going up I-45 towards Dallas, there's one spot that you are actually looking over the tallest building in downtown Dallas.
Oh, wow, okay.
You're at a higher elevation in the tallest building. And I mean, and mind you,
yeah.
I'm about 20 miles away, and I can see all of downtown Dallas.
Yeah, Renegade. you still have a frost line for sure. You know, and
Yeah.
we're gonna
But it ain't as deep
we're-
because
we're
I'll tell you
gonna-
right now, we only got 3 foot here.
we're gonna prepare for, you know, all things. We're gonna prepare for, you know, the hurricanes, you know, that come through the Gulf. That, you know, by the time it hits Dallas, it's more just like a big ass thunderstorm. You know, we'll prepare for everything for sure when we buy and get this start built and foundation wise and insulation and everything. So
All right. Hey. Okay. Here you go. 1975, and we had 0.4 inches of snow on Christmas Day. Not even half an inch on Christmas Day, 1975. That was the last time there was a white Christmas.
We've had probably 2 white Christmases in 10 years.
yeah, I mean that's one of the main benefits of living out here in the desert. It's too hot for those damn things. I mean, right now, as we're talking, it's 6:46 p.m. where I'm at in Arizona, at 113 degrees outside.
Feels like 120.
Yeah.
Feels like
Damn.
120, but
All right. Now it says 1974, a trace of sleet was reported. 1963, no snow remained from a 2-inch snowfall on December 22nd.
wow, that's crazy.
1926, 2 inches of snow fell in Fort Worth but melted by afternoon.
Yeah, that's nuts. But yeah, you know, like I said, we're gonna prepare for everything.
I've never been in any of
We're
that.
gonna, you know, I'm gonna do this once, and we're gonna do it completely right. You know, whatever that's got to get bought, whatever that's got to get done, I'm gonna be out there doing it. While he's at work during the day, of course, he's gonna be out there with me too. I'm gonna have Miss Money out there with me. Jake, my son's gonna be out there with me. You know, he's 22, so I've got people that'll be out there, and you know, just getting it done.
Hey, Mark. Yeah. Hey, and this is also for you, Briggs. What would you say would be the record high
What were you talking about?
in Dallas on Christmas
The
Day?
winters and stuff with the piping and the frost lines.
92.
Everything together.
No, I wouldn't go that high. I'd probably say you had 100 before on Christmas.
81.
The only thing we get is
6 years ago.
We had 80 degree. We had a couple 80 degree Christmas days.
I would the only thing I would do is I would make it a little higher off the ground. I would go at least 2 cinder blocks high off the ground. The height, 20, so you can insulate the floor. If you have any issues, if you have any issues with the plumbing, in other words, you want to be able to crawl underneath it, because if you have it as low to the ground as you're talking, and you had issues with the plumbing, you'd have to rip up the floor to get to it.
Yeah. And then that's more money you're spending.
I'm sorry.
I mean, that's just my opinion. I would want to keep it off the ground to be able to get
Most
space.
people with the house to sheds, they do use the cinder block and put it up like a mobile home does, and then put the skirting around it. That's what most of them do. They put it about 6 inches off the ground, maybe 8 inches, and then skirt it. Make steps for the porch and whatever with the little awning, for yourself. But I don't know. Me and Mater are just going to look at the land, and we're just going to weigh out all the options. We're going to be right there in this garage on this computer saying we could go this way with it. These are the problems that we would have if this
Well, the reason
happened.
why I say that money is
We'll go
because
this way.
if you have problems later on, you literally have to tear up the floor to get to it.
Right. Do what, honey?
You got to pay for that, and then you got to pay to redo the floor.
When you figure out what shed you want to go, you do a 3D design so you can put stuff in and see where stuff
That's
should
what
go.
I'm going to be doing on the computer, is a 3D design. Once we find the shed, I'm going to put the shed on, and then that way you know just exactly how big the townhouse is going to be, the size of the fridge, everything like that. The water closet for the toilet and the sink, and then over here when we make the full bathroom with the shower and the tub and the vanity and the toilet.
Yeah, hopefully I can get over this and I can go fishing again.
So
Well, you will. I mean, how long have you had it?
This is the 4th day.
it usually, I don't know. People have their own opinion, but it usually runs its course in about a week and a half, 2 weeks. Honestly.
Hey, I look at it this way, Fish. You don't have to go far. All you got enough fishing tanks here. You can go fishing right there in your living room.
There you
Yeah,
go.
funny.
I was just thinking the same thing.
I don't think he's trying to get goldfish, guys.
You just gotta leave it out.
Well, I mean, I was going to say, to me, I think you're already over halfway there. So I'd say the next day or two, you should be starting to feel better.
It should be better by Monday, Tuesday.
Yeah.
I feel better with just my throat.
Yeah, you sound like
yeah.
someone.
Yeah, you do sound kind of raspy.
Maybe.
But like I said, for me, when I had it both times, I mean, hell, the first time I had it, I was running, like I said, about 100.2, 100.4. Hell,
Yeah.
I was outside doing yard
Why are
work.
you sipping my Crocs?
That's what I did today.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't lose energy, didn't lose appetite. Like I said, that time I didn't even lose appetite. I mean, no energy. It's like, okay, I'm just a little bit warm.
Mater, where did Not My Sweetheart go?
She went to her craft room, but she put it in private chat.
Oh,
We private chat money.
I didn't even see that
Oh.
pop up.
Okay. I have pop out chat, so I don't do private unless I look at it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. Not My Sweetheart didn't want to talk to you anyway.
But no, Mike, I'm serious though. On that mini split, I'm here right now in my house. It's ice cold on all the way count. I got 3 of the 4 heads hooked up. It literally, this is how easy it is to hook up those heads. You run 2 lines. You run 2 lines. You plug them in the compressor, and you turn a valve, and it powers them up.
I mean,
That mini.
Yeah, the compressor it's very similar to the air compressor, like what you would find on a AMC. Okay, and the reason I know on that is because you had the little caps and everything, and take the little caps off, you could actually crank down the valve on the compressor. You could break the lines loose on the high and low side, and the compressor would still be sealed up.
Yep. But question though, I mean, how far is this house you're gonna build from Maynard's house or his garage?
It's going to be 1 lot over.
Yeah.
What do you think, Mater? 50 yards from your
Oh,
door?
not even that far. We're talking, I think,
20 yards?
Feet. I'm talking in feet.
Probably about 50 feet.
I think it's about
Okay.
75 feet.
You know what's funny? They sell lines that are 500 feet. You could buy a 6-head unit with 1 compressor and run 2 lines underground to Maynard's house, 1 to his house and 1 to his shed, and freeze both the out on 1 compressor in heat with that mini split. You would not want a separate unit downstairs. Just having that mini split upstairs and not running downstairs would be a waste of money. That thing, that head, I'm sitting here. That's why my camera's off. I'm sitting here in my pair of shorts, no top on, and it's 60 degrees in this house, and it's perfect, like an ice box with that mini split.
Okay,
And the compressor, it's in my garage. I put the compressor not in my garage, in the back of the garage, away from copper thieves, and ran the lines underground to my house, through my basement, and up inside the wall, outside the walls. You can't even see it. And I'm telling you, that mini split is the way to go. You would have
Okay.
heat and AC.
Well, I'll talk to Mater about it, seeing how many we need to put in and things like that. But
It may just need-
first we want to make sure we get all the foundation done, get the shed on. Then we'll start, after we get the insulation drywall up, then we'll start, okay, what do we want to, put in for.
The reason why that
Be
mini
there.
split is good, you'd run those lines before you start the insulation. You'd run them in the wall, energize it to make sure everything works, and then put the sheetrock, and the lines would be in the wall. You would never see the lines on the outside. They would be totally enclosed. I'm just saying, it's the best way. And the nice thing about it, you would have your furnace and AC in one, and you wouldn't have to run duct work or nothing. And if it got, I mean, how cold's it get down there, Maynard?
The coldest I've ever seen is 4, and that was back in '83.
So that mini split would be your furnace as well as your AC in all the rooms. I mean, how many bedrooms are you going to have?
3.
The pink
3.
stuff that you roll on.
So you would
roll it
need.
out, cut it, and then you put it up.
So,
And yes,
so
hey, Briggs, I already know all about the mini split. I've seen about a dozen or so videos on them. I know all about those, okay? That is an option, okay? But we've got to deal with, the first step is permits and finding out about everything.
oh yeah, they might tell you no, that you can't do it.
Right, okay? But like the old saying goes, don't put the cart before the horse.
No, I know that. I'm just saying if you do that,
Right, I
that's
know.
what I would
Right.
go with.
That's something we have to deal with later, okay? That's something that is like, we can deal with shit like that later. It's not something we have to worry about right now. It's like finding out about the permit, finding out about foundation, finding out about the building, all that stuff first, getting it in, finding one, and then have to deal with plumbing, electric, stuff like that first. Then we can deal
Oh yeah.
and see about getting the whole thing finished out, livable, and then worry about, the heat there on the house.
Yeah.
So, but like I said, that's something that's down the line. You're talking double D or double F. Okay, we're still working on A, B, and C.
No, Maggie, you can't have this ice cream.
Okay.
My house takes
But,
K-State goes.
Yeah, I was just looking at the. At Home Depot, the insulation, a pallet for 12 rolls, 15 inches by 39 feet. So a whole pallet of it is $831, and that's delivered. So, because anything over 500, they'll just free delivery. So.
Hopefully they won't tell you have to pour concrete pad under the whole thing.
No, well, like I said, I won't know until I contact the city and find out about a permit. I do know that, okay, here on my property, I can build a 10 by 12, 1-story shed without having to have a permit. I can have up to 120 square feet without having to have a permit. Anything bigger than that, yes. And I already mentioned to the guy, I said, what about if I wanted, say, a 16 by 20? He goes, about $60.
So if I do a 16 by 40, I mean, I'm already expecting permits and everything. I already put it down for a $300 budget. If it's cheaper than that, then again, it saves me money. But
Right.
I always overshoot things just to make sure I'm prepared, because anytime you do a construction job this big, when you're building a house, something usually can and always will go wrong, and you need the money to be there. That's why she's got the budget to go get the appliances at a certain. She's got a $3,000 budget for that. She's got a $2,500 budget for the design and just look at stuff like that to get stuff in the house, plants that she wants, pillows, blankets, whatever.
Oh, we're getting a lot of plants.
Right.
We're getting a lot of plants. Great. Okay. So turn them on.
And right
Harry
now,
Potter?
right, and right
Harry
now,
Potter
the way
plant.
things are, okay, one thing Money showed me was he wanted a butcher block style countertop.
Yeah, the whole
Okay?
counter is with your block.
And I've already told him, I said, with all the wood I get, from work and everything, I can make that no problem.
Right. So a lot of the stuff that I want, butcher block countertops, little tile thing or vanity cabinet drawer. We could make that stuff. It's not like I have to
You
go
would
buy it.
you would like my uncle's countertop. You know what his countertop was made out of?
Like hand-me-down cabinets where you
What?
get close easily.
Oh, you're talking about the soft close. Yeah, I already talked to Mater. We're going to get the soft close for the drawers.
My father, my uncle bought a pool there was a bowling alley that closed in our town. He bought a bowling lane. He brought it home. That thing was like 6 inches thick of solid wood, like 2x6s on their side. He cut that down the sides, and made it his countertop. And he put like 8 coats of varnish on it. That was basically a butcher block.
Okay, give me a picture.
But now what I've been talking to Money about, I'll make myself solo.
Solo.
Okay.
Ah, Mater.
Now, what I'm talking about, okay, this, like I said, this is some of the wood. It's just yellow pine, okay?
S-I-N-K.
And this is what I'm going to be making some of my shelving out of, okay?
But it's not like you don't have plenty of wood back there behind you.
Yeah, I mean, I can get plenty of wood, okay? Now, mind you, this stuff, these boards here are like 3 inches in thickness or in width, okay? So I can very easily get the table saw or whatever, rip this down right in half, okay?
Right.
So then that would give me a
1.5 inches.
About a 5/8 thick by 1.5 inches, okay? So say I do that, then I would start taking them and fixing these others up. Then I start stacking, run them through the planer and everything. And I can start stacking them like that, get them glued together.
Yeah.
You know, and that way then, I can have them as much as I want. And, oh, by the way, there's 1.5 inches thick with the glue.
There's one thing I would do different on that, though, Maynard. I like your idea, but I'd put a threaded rod and the last 2 pieces, put a threaded rod and then glue the outside edges. That way you would hold them together. The threaded rod would hold it together.
They're going to be glued together anyways, and
the threaded rod would hold it together,
I think you're going to use a lot of clamps.
The glue is going to do that alone.
Yeah, but you still want the clamps to hold it while it's drying.
Right. I'm saying, right. But put them together, put glue and everything, and then put them in the clamp, and that is going to force them together. And like I said, then I'll run them through the planer and have the sides and everything, top, bottom, whatever, and it's going to be screws.
Well, that bowling alley, my uncle converted to a countertop. Same idea. It was like a butcher block. That's how they even held. It was like 36 inches wide. The counter. They held that together with threaded rod.
Yeah, I mean, I could do.
Glue.
I can do it however I want. I mean, but what I'm saying is, I'm gonna stack them, put glue in between. It's just gonna be all laminated. It's basically I'm doing a butcher block. That's all they do is butcher block.
And then when we're done with that,
and stack it, glue, clamp, and let it cure, and then they go and finish it.
And then when we're done with that, we're going to sand them, and then what we want, Miss Money, we're going to get a color stain, and we're going to stain them all up, let it dry, and then we're going to install them. You know,
right.
Easy peasy.
And then and on the edges and everything, instead of being square, I can go over and get it all rounded over.
Right.
Oh yeah, but ain't you gonna put varnish over the stain, like a marine grade varnish, and make them waterproof?
Yeah. I can do that.
Yes, that's what I'm gonna all that.
But
and then on the backsplash, I'm gonna let Miss Money just kind of pick out a pattern that she wants for the backsplash, and we'll do that around. And
so yeah, Briggs. I mean, we've already got this thought out and planned out as far as how to do it.
I talked to. I mean, Mater could show you in his like contacts or call logs. I'll call them every day or every other day, and we'll sit on the phone for hour and a half.
Yeah, Briggs. All I can say is you're about 10 steps behind what we're talking about.
That's all right.
No, but all I'm saying is the threaded rod makes it strong, because what you're talking, just plain Jane, glue is not strong enough for that.
Oh,
But
it will be strong enough. Hey, I've seen them build houses where they laminate the boards together, and they don't put
Oh, you're
any
crazy.
steel through. All thing they do is they will take the boards and they'll run glue across there, put them in the clamps, and that's it.
Yeah, you know, and I'm going this way not because it's cheaper. You know, yeah, I would. You know, I would love to have a marble countertop, but I'm not trying to blow my budget. And at the same time,
Oh, yeah.
I'm going with the butcher block because I've always liked islands that were butcher block counters. And I said, why don't we just butcher block the whole thing? And Miss Money's like, yeah.
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
let's just do that.
Oh yeah. I don't mind me, Maynard. See, like me, it's like I'm a different kind of guy. I like practicality. No, I mean it's like because see the way I look at it. Okay, like one thing I know about you is you are a brand kind of guy.
Yeah.
Like when it comes to your
Gotta make it
vehicles,
big.
But,
yeah.
hold on.
When it comes to your vehicles, you buy Dodge. You would never step outside the box.
Mater, present me real quick. I gotta show you a picture that Miss Money wants as soon as I get the. Yeah, she wants this for the sink, and it's a really cool idea. I think it's just gonna take a little bit of grinding and sanding
That's
down.
as far as I can get it.
This is as best as she can get it, but that's what she wants. You know, where the water drains back into the sink.
Yeah.
On the strainer. So,
The one I saw before is much more sophisticated than that.
but that's what she wants for the sink. That way, it just drains back in. That way, we don't have to worry about water
Yeah,
all over the.
I see how on the right hand side where it's real shallow and it's a lot deeper as it gets to the sink. Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean that would probably just be a little bit of a grinding and sanding, and should be able to take care of that. You know,
Yeah.
no problem.
I wish it wasn't so expensive, Money, because you'd love what I got in my basement. But
Yeah.
I have the original kitchen sink that was in my house with the built-in drain boards on each side. Remember those old style cast iron? They made them in copper.
Do you like the idea?
Oh yeah, I love the idea. Oh yeah, really?
You remember those old? They were in like the 1920s style house with the built-in drain boards on both sides.
Okay.
My
yeah.
grandma took them out. I got one that's solid copper.
Oh wow. Yeah, because mine and Miss Money's dream house she's Victorian, so anything from like 1800s, early 1900s, she loves it. So I know she's.
Oh yeah, this is a double sink that's solid copper with the built-in drain board.
Yeah, I would love to get a copper sink for sure. You know, I would.
This
love
is a
to
double sink. But
yeah.
trouble is to ship it from here to Texas would probably cost $500.
Oh, wow.
All right, I'm going to shut this down. It's already after 9 o'clock. And
Yeah, we went about 8 minutes over.
Yeah, and like I said, the way as groggy as I'm feeling right now, I'll probably get in there, lay down, and about 5 minutes later, I'm going to be out.
Good night,
What are you
everybody.
doing? Like shit.
Thank you for being here, Miss Money
Yeah.
Laven.
Good night.
Fish,
All right.
I really hope you get better, buddy.
Yep.
I know it's going to take a couple of days. And so, here's another one real quick. Because I like the one style sink, you know, the one style sink.
Hang on.
Focus. So there's another one.
Oh yeah,
where
they're nice.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, where it just drains back in. But then you can still cut vegetables on it too, like juice.
Oh, yeah.
So that's kind. So yeah, her and Crystal are definitely going to be going through a bunch of different things for us to. Honey, go get this. Honey, go get that.
All right. Well, yeah. Tyler, hope you get feeling better.
Yeah.
Barnett's still there. Hope you're feeling better too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got to shut this down because I had the coffee and it ain't keeping me awake.
It ain't doing it no more, huh?
No, and like I said, probably by the time I get in there, I lay down, I'm gonna be out within 5 to 10 minutes.
Fish, it was nice seeing you. I hope you get better. Take it easy, and you know, I love the, you know, when I love the aquarium stuff that you do. It, you know, we have a 20-gallon fish tank, and I wish that I could get somebody that could come in and like custom build me a tank. You know, that would be pretty cool. You know, maybe like just a 20-30 gallon tank, nothing big, because our house ain't gonna be that big. I don't need like the whole 200-gallon seaweed
Yeah.
tank. But I'd like someone just to custom build me something in a not a normal shape, you know, with having some tropical fish in there, freshwater fish, but stuff like that. I love that.
All right. Well, I appreciate everybody that's been here. Like I said, I
Yep.
need to get in there, get some.
Guess
Yeah,
what
you
we're
guys,
going to do
good
the
night.
butcher block. We're going to do when we get the butcher block. We're just going to do that.
All
Sand
right.
it down and carve it.
Like I said, I appreciate everybody that's
Yeah.
been here. I'm gonna get in there and try and get some rest. So, till next time, everybody, stay safe. God bless.
Bye. Good night.